Hi, I just wanted to show you a very quick way of making a little bag, whether it's for you or for a child. I'm going to make a big version of this to put all of my shopping bags in because I've got a bag holder, but it only really fits plastic bags, which obviously don't really exist anymore. So all of the bags that I've got are really big and they don't fit in it, so I'm going to make a big bag to put them all in. So this is a very quick way of making them. So you need an old t-shirt. So I have this old t-shirt that is about third hand anyway, that my daughter doesn't like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut off the arms. Just going to cut off the arms. And then I will fold it in half so that we get a vaguely symmetrical . So then, depending on how deep you want the bag, don't forget it'll stretch if you put heavy things in it, if it's a much bigger t-shirt. You want to have a line in mind. It's worth drawing a line up to where you want the bag to end. So I'm just gonna fold it so that I know, and you can see it's very stretched. And then I'm gonna cut roughly centimetre long strips through both of the front and the back. And just make sure you cut up the edge of the last one, so you've got two flaps, two strands coming out there. So once you've cut your strands, if you think of them as being in pairs, I've then also turned the t-shirt inside out because ultimately I'm going to turn it the right way round. Despite my daughter not liking the design, I quite like it, so I'm going to keep it on. And then all you're doing is tying each of the pairs together in a knot to start off with. So once you've tied them all up, you could in theory leave them like that, but they're relatively loose, and also there's also like a hole between each one. So the idea is then, if you grab one from each pair and tie it to one of the ones next to it, doesn't really matter which one, then you're securing them all. If you did want to put heavier things in, you'd want to make sure it was definitely secure at the bottom. So there you go. You could, in theory, leave it like that if you were wanting it that way round. So this is going to be a bit bulky, so I'm going to trim these off trim some of them off. Turn it back the right way round, and I've got a bag which I can use to put little things in, give to my girls, or store the bags in that I was talking about earlier. I'd probably get a few in because it's quite stretchy. Okay, just an idea.